Good day, class. Today we're going to go over Unit 3, SAS 7, using technology. Now, I like this section because it starts exposing us into certain elements that are beneficial in statistics, and we're going to go back to our faithful and beloved potato chip study. I think we all feel the same sometimes when we open these potato chips. There's just so much air in the bag. Sometimes you really wonder if the weight is there. Now, let's go ahead and show you the data that we're going to be presenting. Here's the data. This data was taken from 25 bags of spud potato chips. And what I want to do now is I want to kind of ask these questions to the class. Given this data, I want you now to think what displays might be helpful in verifying the claim of the weight of the 28.3 grams given in each bag. What other values might assist in knowing more about the center, shape, and spread and unusual features of the set of data? What I'll do is I'll pause the video and call on somebody randomly to show their answers with this class. So I'll go ahead and pause the video now. I would like for us to now speak about some new and important features when it comes to statistics that our calculator is going to report to us. The first one being standard deviation, and our calculator is going to report something called sample, which is also referred to as S of X, and also as data representative of the entire population, as you could refer to as that O with the X. And this little paragraph here kind of tells us a good description of what it means of each one and what they represent and their importance. If you want to know the average height of a standard deviation of the heights of 25 students in your class, report the mean of the population in that form. And if you want to estimate the height of the standard deviation for the entire school by selecting a simple random 25 students, report the mean adjusted by standard deviation S of X. So it goes ahead and just tells you the big difference, that if you want to know of the population itself, there's the feature. But if you want to know of using the 25 students to report of all of Madison, then we'll be looking at the S of X. And this is important to us. Now, how do we calculate these using our calculator? On the second half of the worksheet that I gave you, you're going to be able to find the standard deviation, also the population average, by just following what you see below that highlighted line. Now let's go ahead and go through an example so you fully understand how this operates. Do you remember when I asked you to go ahead and do a box and whisker plot of the Spurs player scores? We're going to use this data to come up with the box or the 5-number summary, and also come up with the population average and also the standard deviation average. So taking this data, the first thing we're going to do is, before you do this, but clear your calculator, but after that you do stat enter, and you put in your data. All the data goes into L1 because this is only 1 unit data. Now once you have all your data in the calculator, you're going to go ahead and go to the stat calc menu, and you're going to select that first selection that's given there, which is the one variable stats. Hit enter after that. One variable stats will show up in your calculator. Go ahead and hit enter from there. After hitting enter, you're going to be given this list of one variable stats, starting with the average. And what's important is you're going to see the sample average as defined as S of X, and then also the population average as O of X. The n equal 14 means there's 14 data points, and what I want you to do from here is go ahead and then scroll down. By scrolling down, you're going to be given the 5-number summary: the minimum, the Q1, the medium, the Q3, and the max. Good, class. Let's go ahead and start working on this assignment. If you have any questions, please see me in the back.